French President Emmanuel Macron has described the beating of a black man by police officers as an unacceptable attack that shamed his country. Music producer Michel Zecler was trying to enter his Paris studio when 4 police agents started punching him. The incident was caught on camera, and it took place during a nationwide debate about a new bill which restricts the filming of police while on duty.
It is a disturbing video. 3 French police officers beating up a black man for 5 minutes in his own music studio. What the police officers don't know, Michel Zecler has a security camera in the lobby. The entire scene is caught on film.
It is sad to say it, but my client was lucky to have a video to report these acts, which may be isolated, but still happen. Otherwise, my client would have been detained. When it's his word against the officers, we know very well that it's the words of the officers that carry more weight.
A pattern that initially played out in the case of Michel Zecler. He was arrested and detained for 48 hours until the security footage showed up. The 3 police officers only left the building after musicians from Zecler's studio in the basement heard the noise and rushed to help. But even then it wasn't over. Another officer threw tear gas into the lobby, forcing Zecler to go outside. Zecler needed hospital treatment for his wounds, but the physical violence was only part of the assault.
They used the N-word repeatedly. They looked me in the eyes and punched me.
This comes as demonstrators in France protest a proposed law to limit the filming of police on duty. The legislation is designed to protect police officers from being harassed or attacked when off duty. Critics of the bill argue that it will make it harder to hold officers accountable if they use excessive force, especially if they deny it. It's clear the officers in this case lied about the incident. In their report, they claim the music producer attempted to grab their weapons and that he resisted. The Interior Minister addressed the issue on French television.
I've asked for the police officers to be suspended. At the moment, the judiciary is investigating. As soon as we have all the facts, I'll order their dismissal. They put a stain on the uniform of the Republic.
Michel Zecler filed charges against the police officers. Now the district attorney is investigating the officers for use of force on duty and false testimony.
And for more on this, let's bring in DW's Lisa Lewis from Paris. Lisa, French President Macron, as we heard, described the incident as an unacceptable attack and asked the French government to come up with proposals to fight against discrimination. What could that mean?
Well, he is talking about, re-establishing the link between the population and the government. He talks in his Facebook post of, yes, that he would protect the police against attacks, but also that the population needed to be protected. Apparently, the government is now working on possible improvements of that security law that was mentioned in the report, which would limit the broadcasting of images of the police. We don't know yet what it exactly means, how the government wants to protect people against discrimination, against racism. But what's clear is that the latest laws that are being put on the table, not only the security law, but also another one called the law on Republican values that is supposed to crack down on radical Islamism, have a lot of parts that will, have a crackdown part, but they're actually not doing nothing to protect people against discrimination. Many people are, they are criticizing that at the moment.
As you know full well, there have been other cases of police violence against blacks in France, which have been decried and sparked demonstrations. But this one really seems special. It seems to be coming at a particular time where debate can be influenced. Is that right?
Absolutely, because, well, first of all, because millions of people, about 13 million people have looked at that video, have seen that video, and there is a lot of outrage about that, especially also because the police lied in their report about what happened, and it seems quite evident that there is no apparent reason for them beating him for minutes and minutes on end, not only inside the studio, but also out in the street when there were many police surrounding him, and you just can't really figure out why would they keep on beating him. So this really is shocking lot of people, and they're asking for more protection for people. And as you said, it comes in a certain context while the government is discussing about that new law that would protect the police, but not the population.
Okay, DW's Lisa Lewis reporting from Paris, where there will be a demonstration this afternoon on this very subject.